The Qingming Festival, also known as Tomb Sweeping Day, is one of China's most important traditional festivals. Qingming always takes place on the 4th or 5th of April, and this year, 2023, it will take place on the 5th. On this day, most people in China will be able to enjoy a public holiday. The festival is a time for Chinese people to show respect to their ancestors by cleaning those tombs and leaving behind an offering. Qingming also relates to clearness and brightness and marks the beginning of spring, warm weather, and for many it was a traditional time to return to the fields and commence work on planting crops. How do Chinese people celebrate the Qingming Festival? There are a number of traditional activities associated with this festival. In addition to the clearing and upkeep of tombs, there are also spring outings, the flying of kites, and placing willow branches on gates. Tomb sweeping. This is the most important custom of the Qingming Festival and is commemorated by people visiting the graves of their ancestors to show respect, offer food, tea or wine, the burning of incense and burning paper that represents money. The tomb is cleaned, weeds removed, fresh soil added, and willow branches or flowers can be placed at the side of the tomb. Family members will pray and ask for a blessing for their families. Many people will travel huge distances to return to their family hometown for this festival. The placing of willow branches on gates. Some people will wear small sprigs of willow and place larger pieces on gates and their front door. This custom was traditionally believed to ward off evil wandering spirits during the festival's period. The use of willow is an influence from Buddhism. Traditional images of the goddess of mercy, Guan Yin, would show her seated on a rock with a branch of willow and a vase of water by her side. The water and willow branch were sufficient to scare away any demons present. There is an old saying, "Put willow branches up on gates, drive ghosts away from houses." Spring outings and kite flying. Qingming is also known as the Ta-Qing Festival, which means tread green, and is a time for a spring outing to enjoy the blossoms of this season. It is a time for people to spend more time outside, and for many people, a traditional springtime activity is kite flying. Kite flying is seen as a good way to relax, and to some, flying a kite means removing any misfortune that may have fallen your way. What are the traditional foods for Qingming Festival? There are different foods served during Qingming, dependent upon the region of China. These dishes include sweet green rice balls, Qingming cakes, and Qingming zong, or rice dumplings. The food is normally cooked a day or two prior to the festival to avoid unnecessary preparation on the day of the festival. What are the origins of the Qingming Festival? The origins of the festival relate to a mountain called Mianshan, located close to what is today Pingyao ancient town. Mianshan, also known as Jia Mountain, after Jia Zutai, who died in 636 BC. His role was in protecting the Prince Chong'e of the state of Jin. Jia went into exile because of civil unrest and persecution in 655 BC. During a period of hunger and before the prince starved to death, Jia Zutai cut a piece of flesh from his own thigh and cooked a meat soup to save the prince. 19 years later, the prince took power and became the king as Duke Wen of Jin State. The king rewarded and honored all his followers, but he forgot Jie, who was living in seclusion with his mother on Mianshan. Zhu Guen went in search of Jie. Unable to find him in the mountains, a fire was set to try and flush him out. After the fire had ended, 2 bodies were found, those of Jie and his mother. The regretful king designated the day as a cold food festival, as fire was banned on that day. Even today, in some areas of China, people still only eat cold food during the day of Qingming. What other countries celebrate Qingming? Some other countries in Asia, particularly those with Chinese communities, observe Qingming. In Vietnam, a similar tradition of tomb sweeping, cold food, and spring outings takes place, although it is not a holiday there. In Singapore, one difference is that people taking part in Qingming will hold a type of picnic and eat all the food and drink offered to the ancestors before they return home. Events also take place in South Korea and on the island of Okinawa in Japan. If you have enjoyed watching this video and it has shown you a little detail of life here in China, then your subscribing to my channel would mean a lot to me. Thank you for watching, and make sure you click on the link to the next video.